Thanks for joining us today for our awareness meeting for the Training and Development Professional course coming up by Monday, being February 21st, 2022. However, before I go on, if you can hear me, kindly type 00 in our chat room. Let's be sure that all can hear me. If you can hear me, kindly type 00 in our chat room. If you can hear me loud and clear, kindly type 00 in our chat room. Okay, I can see Mr. Taiwo. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Ishmael. Thank you. Amadora, thank you. Okay, and so many others. Thank you so much. Thank you. So my name is Mr. Ikenna M. Okafor, also known as SME Doctor. I diagnose and treat small and medium enterprises. Without wasting much of our time, this meeting is going to be very, very brief. I'm going to welcome in our own very program director to take over from here in no other person but Mr. Ebruche Obinna Banito. Let us welcome him in. Thank you, everyone. I hand over to Mr. Banito. You have the floor, sir.
All right, thank you so much, SME Doctor. And welcome everyone to this session this morning. It's just a brief interactive section, and perhaps to let us know what the program is all about. And perhaps if you have questions, you ask us and then we give you the answers. Just as stated, the program is Training and Development Professionals course that is being scheduled by IIPM, but trained by Center for Management Development, Abuja. So at the end of the training, or at the end of this section, every participant here should be able to explain what Training and Development Professional Certification course is all about, and then be able to state who are the audience, and also identify the different certification levels and their contents, and then be able to know the mode of attendance and certification, the duration and the fees of the course also. Also to know the role of Center for Management Development, Abuja, in the training process, and also being able to explain the level of accreditation and relevance of this certification, and then decide if the program is for you or not. I understand that this program or this session is being attended by both IPM members and non-IPM members. Please, I would like to categorically state that this is an awareness section for Training and Development Program. This is not our members meeting that is scheduled to hold by 4 p.m. West African time today. So by 4 p.m. we still have our meeting as scheduled. All right, thank you. So you're welcome to the Integrated Institute of Professional Management, the home of management professionals. This session is only for prospective participants in the Training and Development Program. It is not covering every other question around IPM programs, but only for Training and Development. Now, by introduction, what is the Training and Development Program all about? In 2 sentences or in 2 words, I would say it's all about human capital development. Okay, in 3 words, human capital development. So if you are into human capital development, if you are involved in training and development in your organization, if you're involved in coaching, if you're involved in consulting, if you're involved in knowledge management, talent management, people management, human resource management, you are involved in administration, all those processes that involve interaction with humans, therefore involves movement of knowledge from one person to another. That's what training and development is all about. It could be a formal approach. It could be an informal approach. It could be on the job program. It could be off the job program. So this whole training and development is just a way the organizations use to achieve a competitive advantage. They also use it to achieve excellence in service delivery and then make a difference to their clientele. Okay. So for you to be a training and development professional, you require appropriate values, skills, and competencies. And that's what the training is going to help us achieve. It helps us going to build values or understand the values for training and development and the skills and competencies. There are obvious representations of people who could be involved in knowledge management at all levels or at different levels. People who have been involved in one kind of training or the other. Okay, but they might not have understood the standards for training. For instance, I was in the training industry for more than 8 years or 10 years before I could know what the standards for professional training is all about. Okay, so we don't want people making the same mistakes we made. Okay, you could be a lecturer and not be a trainer. You could be a teacher and not be a trainer. You could be a coach and not be a trainer. You could be a consultant and not be a trainer. So there are professional standards to training and development. And in this training, everyone involved in the training would have to know all of these values, standards, and skills, and also understanding how to make your training results driven. Okay, because in most cases, when some of us say we are training, what we actually do is transfer of knowledge. We are just passing information, but we cannot evaluate whether the information was assimilated. We cannot evaluate the degree of assimilation. We cannot evaluate the relevance and the impact of that information that is being transferred. Okay, so in this course, everyone coming in will understand the tenets of training and development. And it doesn't matter your profession, whether you're an engineer, a medical doctor, a lawyer, a pharmacist, a teacher, a lecturer, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and also one important thing I would like us to have at the back of our mind is this. Whenever we talk about training and development, it's actually for adults. So we could simply call it adult learning. And the process and procedures involved in adult learning and the same involved in classroom learning, they are not the same. They are two different things. So, and also when we talk about training and development, it's more of job skills and development rather than the traditional educational formats that we talk about. When we talk about training and development, we talk about application. Knowledge, how can you transfer knowledge to someone to the point that he can understand and apply what you're giving him or her, as compared to the other one, the traditional educational system of information sharing and information transfer. They are two different things. Okay, when we talk about training and development, we are talking about results. We are talking about performance. We are talking about enhancements, improvement. But most often when we talk about education, we are talking about creating information that we think that a particular group of people should know and then pass it to them. All right. So these are certain differences that we want to get clear. Okay. Now, what would you learn in this course? Now, there are two levels in this course. We have the associate level and we have the lead level. The associate level is where we learn the basics of training and development as a profession. Okay, we learn the basics of training, the fundamentals, okay, as a profession. Okay, then the other side of it is the lead, where we'll talk about more of the applications on global scale. Okay, and then talk about the consulting dimension of training and development. Now, for certified associate training and development professional, at the end of the training, participants will be able to identify learning needs at all levels. In organizations, we always have three basic levels: the low, middle, and the top level. So after taking this class, you should be able to know how to identify the learning needs of different positions in the organization, from MD, CEO, business executives to managers and supervisors, then to staff. You should know which learning needs that they have per time. Okay. Now, it will, by the end of this workshop, participants will also be able to design curricula to meet learning objectives. Number one, you identified learning needs. Number two, you are able to develop learning objectives. And when we say learning objective, we say they should be smart, simple, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Okay, that means they should be objective in nature, not subjective. They should be objective in nature, relevant to the issues on ground. Okay, so when we develop curriculum to solve problems that have been identified, which we recognize as learning needs, okay, or training needs. Then another important thing is that participants will be able to respond to the challenges of adult learning. I've said it before, that adult learning and the standard educational learning or educational systems learning process, they are not the same. Okay, an adult has a different mindset when it comes to learning. An adult wants to get results when it comes to learning, but in the traditional system of education, a student just wants to learn, to get certificate, perhaps to get a job, and then things continue that way. But in the traditional sense of education, it doesn't fix the place that training and development fixes. So an adult has a problem that must be solved, and he's calling you, a training and development professional or training and development consultant or management consultant, to come and help him develop a content that after he had finished learning it, his problem will be solved. So there are different challenges in adult learning. Then also participants will be able to use the different training methods to facilitate learning. For the fact that we are using, or for the fact that we are training adults, there are different methods that they learn. Okay, there are different methods that adults learn, and that's what we are going to be learning in this program. And at the end of the day, we evaluate the effectiveness of training. Okay, so many of us have training companies, training firms, training consulting outfit, but the question is, why is it that maybe after we've trained a company and then we go back again to train the company, they keep telling you, no, we don't have need for that, we don't have need for that. The possible challenge could be that there was no evaluation to make for return on investment. There was no correlation between the training and the return on investment. And they don't want to have more trainings that doesn't yield on their profitability, on their productivity, and on their enhancements, as it were, as on their growth. So every training has correlation, or should have correlation, between return on investment and the training itself. Okay, now on the other side of the lead training and development professional, after taking that level, every participant will be able to tailor training to effectively meet the needs of organizations, irrespective of the size of the organization, irrespective of the culture of the, irrespective of the country where the organization is. Okay, so as a lead training and development professional, you have a global coverage. Okay, now another important thing is that participants will be able to drive organizational process and change with appropriate learning. One of the things that bring about change and development, or manages change and development organizations, is training. So also knowing how to use training to drive change, using training to maintain change, using training to manage change is very critical. Then another important thing is that participants will be able to use methods that ensure training effectiveness. Another critical aspect of the lead training and development professional is that he or she should be able to write case studies to facilitate training. Outdoor trainings are mostly facilitated through case studies, what we call experiences. Okay, so they want to learn from other people's experiences. They want to be sure that what you're teaching them is not out of the blues. They want to be sure that people have had this kind of situation they're having, and then there was a way out. So writing case studies is one of the major parts of training and development professional. Then also draw on training evaluation to improve training delivery. Apart from evaluating trainings, you should be able to draw up the training evaluation that will improve on subsequent deliveries. Okay, then at the end of the day, apply e-learning approaches to training. Okay, so these are the learning objectives at associate and at the lead levels. Now, who are the target audience? Who should attend? If you are passionate about human capital development, if you are interested in talent and knowledge management, if you are interested or you participate in knowledge transfer within your organization or without your organization, or you are just involved in transfer of learning, even if you're a pastor, Sunday school teacher, imam, you transfer knowledge, okay, you transfer knowledge, then this program should be for you. If you're a coach, you're a mentor, you're a head of department, you're a supervisor, you are a HR manager, you are a manager at all, you're a director of learning, you're an administrator, you're a consultant, you're a trainer or educator, then this program is for you. Now, if you're a curriculum or content developer, be it digital content developer, non-digital content development, whichever, provided you are dealing with content development, then this program is for you. All right. Now, for the two levels, we have the associate level. At the associate level, the content will involve management development process, how people learn, psychology of adult learning, learning needs identification, setting training objectives, curriculum design and development, effective presentation skills, training methodologies, training development proposal, training proposal development rather, then training budget development and control, training material development, training administration, computer-based training, training program evaluation, transfer of learning, training return on investment, and then we'll have the individual project or what we call micro facilitation. Now for the lead training and development professional, we'll have the human capital development, improving organizational capacity, succession planning, enhancing trainer or facilitator skills, specialized training programs, cost-benefit analysis in training, trainers as consultant, case study development, role play development, emotional intelligence in training, e-learning development, training and change management, formulation of training policies, marketing of training programs, professional ethics in training, training research and development, evaluating the impact of training on performance. Then we'll have micro facilitation, and then we'll talk about induction and partnership awareness. Now, these are the two different contents for associate and for lead. And as it were, in this particular course, you don't jump a level, you must complete level 1 before you move to level 2. Now, mode of attendance and certification. Participants can participate via online, through Zoom, or in class via our Abuja office. No examination is required for certification. However, 100% attendance is required. So you're expected to be in class for 5 days. This course is meant to be a 20 days program. But as you will notice, this is a discounted program. At the same time, we are running this program to ensure that we meet up with other schedules in the program. So the course, instead of 20 days, we reduce it to 5 days. So it's going to be a whole lot of compacted work. So you have to bear with us. So that means we'll send you the materials ahead of time. For everyone who has paid, we'll send you your materials ahead of time. And then you can study and then follow through. Okay, so the course duration for each level is 5 days. Now for fees and discounts, if you've seen our brochure for the year, this program for in-class is meant to be 125,000 Naira or $335. Now, if you're taking it online, it's meant to be 100,000 Naira or $275. This for the associate level only. Now, for the discounted programs, if you're an IPM member, the fee is 50,000 Naira. That's if you're taking online. If you're taking in class, it's 60,000 Naira. If you're not an IPM member, the online is 75 and the in-class is 85. If you're an IIPM member, you're taking online, it's 50,000 Naira. Would have said you should pay per session if you want to pay per session, but at the same time, it might reduce the pace of your training. So to avoid that, we'll encourage you to pay in bulk. However, if you want to make part payment and then complete the payment as the training proceeds, you are welcome. Okay. So that's the training fees as displayed on the screen. Now, what's the role of CMD in the program? The Center for Management Development is the government body in Nigeria saddled with the responsibility of regulating, training, and accrediting training and development courses, firms, institutes, and consultants as well. So that's their responsibility. Now, IIPM is accredited by CMD, or will I say the Nigeria Council for Management Development. CMD is the operational arm of Nigeria Council for Management Development, which is the body itself, all right? Now, we are ensuring through CMD that every training we do meet up to the standards, okay? We are ensuring that every program we do meet up to the standards. So for this particular training, or for training and development, it is solely CMD affair. They are responsible for training and development, okay? So they are responsible for that. So in this particular program, they will be the ones administering the training to all participants to ensure that standards are met, okay? Now, what's the course accreditation and relevance? Like I just mentioned, number one, the course is accredited by Center for Management Development. And also we have our international accreditations, which gives all our courses international recognition and relevance. So we have the Chartered Institute of Management Consultants USA. We have the Society for Human Resource Management USA. We also have partnership with the Professional Evaluation and Certifications Board Canada. So after this program, apart from its recognition in Nigeria, you also have the global recognition. And then for those of us who want to start up training and development firm, when you go to CAC to register, Corporate Affairs Commission, I don't know what, for those of us that are not in Nigeria, I don't know what you call your own country when you want to register a company. I don't know what you call it there. But in Nigeria, we'll call it Corporate Affairs Commission. So when you go to Corporate Affairs Commission, they will always ask you for a professional certification in that regard. So if you want to go into training and development, you are expected to have a training and development certification that is approved by the Nigerian government. Okay, so if you wish to go into training and development, then this course and certification will be of great relevance to you. Now, as we round up, important notes: the 2 levels of the course are mandatory for all participants to qualify as certified training and development professionals, meaning all participants, irrespective of current experiences, have to complete level 1 before proceeding to level 2. No examination is needed. However, 100% attendance is required for certification issuance. For the current program that is coming up, which is the Certified Associate Training and Development Professionals, the date is February 21 to 25th, 2022, which is from Monday, next week, Monday to Friday. And the venue, you could attend online via Zoom, or you could attend in class via our office at Suite 211 Business Room Plaza, plot 1092 Joseph D. Gumwalk Street, Gudu, Abuja. Just immediately after National Assembly quarters. Immediately you cross National Assembly quarters, just beyond the loop, you see the office by the right. That's if you're coming from Secretariat or Apple Bridge. Now for the contacts there, you have +234 7018 705699 or +234 7032 940777. You could call any of those numbers for direction. If you wish to make payments, the account details are just on the screen. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Now I would like to take questions. If you have your questions, please kindly feel free to raise your hand and then you'll be unmuted and then we answer your question. Thank you so much. Please, Mr. Ikenna, over to you. Mr. Ikenna, are you still there? Okay, so let me quickly do this. All right, Mr. Ishmael, kindly unmute and let's hear your question.
Yeah, good morning, Benito, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So my question is, I've seen $9 there. That one is for what?
Sorry, where did you see that?
On the brochure. Yeah, you see online. Those who are participating online, I saw some $9 there. I don't know if that was for material or I don't know what it is. Can you explain to me?
Okay. For those participating online, you have the option to pay either once or you pay per session. That's per topic. Now, if you're paying per topic, that's $9 or 3,500 naira.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Engineer Rifeta, good morning, sir. Kindly unmute and let's hear from you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
And, good morning to everyone.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, please, I want to quickly appreciate IAPM for this initiative to start with, particularly for the discount they were able to secure for their members. I truly appreciate that. And also, I just want to note, I know that IIPM have categories of members and equally have certifications that they've given to members in the past in terms of professional certifications and accreditations. And to be specific, for instance, I'm a certified lead project manager with IIPM and as well as a fellow of the Institute. And I know there are other interested members as well who have some good pedigree when it comes to experience and all of that. What I'm actually trying to drive at or equally try to solicit on behalf of the IIPM members and other qualified persons that might be interested. There are other professional bodies that we know that most cases they have options of waiver to say, okay, for those people that have gone through this level of qualifications in the past, maybe a BSc degree holder, a master's degree holders, and all of these, so level of training can be waived for them because of their level of experience and all of that. And for that reason, they can, instead of coming through associate certified, they can go straight to the lead project, to the lead certified lead training and development professionals. I think IPM can take a step further to doing this kind of negotiation and giving a broader platform for their members, which they have certified, which they have trained all through this year and all of that, to get and enjoy such waiver. I'm not against the step-by-step procedure, but program director will equally agree with me from this point of view that modules like this are available in situations of training and certifications globally as well. So I think you need to look at it from that perspective so that some members that you have trained over the years, you have certified over the years, and they are fellows of the Institute, I think you should be able to negotiate a benefit for them to go into lead, certified lead training and development professionals at the go. So this is my appeal and my suggestions. Over to you, Dr. Benito.
Thank you so much, Engineer Rifeta. You have a very valid point. We've received recommendations to this regard from other members, especially fellows, and we sincerely appreciate that. But I would like us to review this again, especially the content. First of all, we are not the ones that made it mandatory for everyone to take from 1 to 2. Now, if you look at these two contents, I must tell you the honest truth. It took me like 5 years or even more before I could agree to take this program. Do you know why? I felt like, why should I go and start afresh when I already know some of these things, if not all? That was my argument. I personally went to CMD severally, trying to convince them to give me waiver and all of that. And they insisted that that's the standard. You have to understand the basics, understand the fundamentals, then you go to advanced. And at the end of the day, after we spent years, we decided to go and find out what is this whole thing all about, Seth. And I must tell you the truth. I've never for once regretted taking level 1 before taking level 2. The truth is, if I had jumped to level 2 without taking level 1, maybe I would feel good that I learned something. But the honest truth is, the most important things to learn are in the associate. And I think that's the basic reason why it is mandatory. If you look at some of all other programs we run, we give waivers. You can look at your level of experience, look at the things you've acquired, and then it's okay, based on this, you can move to level 2 or move to level 3. But for this particular program, even we are convinced that starting from level 1 is the most appropriate thing for everyone coming in. We believe it's the most appropriate thing, irrespective of the levels we've achieved so far. So I will solicit with all fellows and all members to understand that whatever thing we are doing now is for the benefit of all. And if you attend, like we always say, if you attend it and you feel like this is a waste of resource, we don't have any challenge returning the money. But first of all, do it. If you do it, I would feel like it's not worth it. Maybe we'll move you to level 2. But I tell you the truth, is what everyone's engagement is what everyone's engagement. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Do I have any other question? Because we are done and we will be shutting down any moment. Any other question? Any other concern? Any recommendation? All right, Engineer Ifeta, please go ahead, sir.
Well, just to further build on my first appeal, I agree with you that it's a thing of principle and it's a thing of procedures and the process as established by certified CMD, right?
Yes.
It's a thing of policy, a thing of procedure as put in place. I equally want to use this to say that looking at the content of the associate training and development professional, IIPM as a body had equally certified most of their members. Their course content in terms of certifications and all of that had equally gone through this, some of the content in the associate. And I'm sure CMD saw those content before you engage in the training and all of that in your curriculums.
Yes.
Your training curriculums and all of that. They are aware that some of these courses you have equally engaged your members and you certify them based on these courses, based on this curriculum and all of that. I think even if it's not for now, for giving credence to IIPM, so that members will not begin to say, oh, why having gone through this, yes, having been certified through this, and IIPM is under the leadership of CMD and all of that. They gave you the accreditation to do that. So they should honor the certificates you have given to us as well. I think IIPM, for the interest of IIPM, we should be able to make a solid position paper to that effect. If they have accredited you to train us, and we are saying that, yes, you accredited IIPM to train us on this regard, and they have trained us, they have given us certification, and at the same time, you are saying you are not going to honor the certification to allow their members and their graduates and those that have been accredited and certified by IIPM to take a leap then there's need for question.
Okay.
Is the truth.
All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Ifeta. Let me quickly say this again. Training and development professionals course is a course different from other programs. Okay. So if you're doing project management now, you go to CMD and say, okay, I've done project management with IPM. It's a different thing. Okay. Or there's another course you've done with IPM. We'll have CMD staff taking courses with us. Okay. Irrespective of the fact that, yes, they are CMD, but they know that there are different standards. They have their own areas of competence and areas of concerns. We have our own areas. Yes, we are under them, but they too come for training in our own. Now, can they come to IPM and say, because we are CMD, we'll give you certificates? They cannot do that because that is not professional in any way. So if you do a program with IIPM certified by CMD, and then you take it outside and somebody says, no, we are not accepting it, that is where you could say, okay, there is a problem somewhere. But that we will try to change standards because of different categories of membership. That might be a concern. And I'll give you another example now. Being certified by CMD as a person, okay, there are different other professional bodies in Nigeria that have gone to obtain maybe their license or whatever. They still insisted that I must do their training. Does it make does it make CMD training invalid or their certificate invalid? No. I've also attended other programs. Now, I said it took me like 5 days before I decided to take CMD program. Why was it so? Because I've done training with other professional bodies, and I mean government professional bodies. I'm not talking about private profession. I'm talking of government. But we went to CMD. CMD said, no, these people are offering something different from what we're doing. Because if you come to CMD, they will check your curriculum. If you take, for instance, you take project management as a course to them, you've done project management as a course, and you want to use that as a waiver to get training and development. A waiver, there is no correlation between the two. Check the total content of project management, check the content of training. They are not the same. You take human resource management and say you want to compare the two. The curriculum is not the same. You want to check emotional intelligence, the curriculum is not the same. So the differences there exist. It's because of the differences that the gap exists. If there were no differences, we'll be talking about another course entirely. Okay, so I just need us to understand these differences. Okay, but for other things that will involve, okay, IPM has conducted this curriculum and then they are refusing to honor it, that's where we'll now come in and say, no, we have done this. This is your curriculum. This is the curriculum approved. This is the one we've administered. Then you can check and compare. All right. All right. Thank you so much. I trust you understand that. Okay, please. Chukudi or Kanya, please kindly unmute. Let's hear from you. Chukudi or Kanya.
Thank you.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, the moderator.
Good afternoon, sir.
So very unfortunate, my network was so bad, so I could not join right from beginning.
Yes, well, you're welcome.
In case the question I want to ask has been taken care of.
Please go ahead.
My
sir.
area of concern, is with regards to registration.
Okay.
So I wanted to know whether so far it's a 1 week program. If somebody who are coming in online, if we can take care of 50 to 60% payments to make it up before the mid of the program, will it be acceptable?
Okay. All right, thank you so much. We've actually dealt with that. We said, yes, you can. Sorry, let me go back a little.
Okay.
I think it's from. Okay, so if you check from here, you will see online. If you decide to pay per session, you have 3,500 naira per session, or $9 if you're not in Nigeria. Now, if you don't want to pay the payment once, which is 50,000, you can decide to pay, calculate the number of sessions you want to take per time and pay, but you have to complete the money before the workshop is over.
Okay.
Okay. So if
It's
you want to pay, okay, you want to pay 35,000 first and then pay 15,000 later, it's up to you. You want to pay 15,000 and pay 35,000 later, it's up to you.
Okay, you know, because online is 75 for non-members.
Okay, yes, yes. Okay, so yours is 5,000 rather.
Okay.
Yes, 5,000 per session. So you could pay, you could decide to pay, okay, 25,000 and pay the other later, whichever way you want it to be. But it has to, the payment has to be within the training period.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. I think this explanation still applies to Roger Abang. He's asking when is the deadline for payment. So Roger, the same thing applies. Thank you. All right. Any other issue of concern? Any other question? All right. So in the absence of any question, can we call it a day from here? So the training starts on Monday, February 21 through Friday, February 25th, 2022. So if you are in Nigeria, or perhaps if you're in Abuja and you wish to join us online, please, the training venue is our office. If you are online, the Zoom link will be shared so that everyone will participate. All right, Mr. Jason, your hand is up. Please kindly unmute and let's hear from you. I think that will be the last question for the day.
Good afternoon, Dr. Banito. I'm sorry I joined late.
As well.
Yeah, please, I need
to
Yeah, my network has been very terrible. Yeah, I want to know if all the stages will be tweeted within the week. Both stage 1 and 2, they are associate and the lead.
No. We can only take one, which is the associate. Then afterwards, the level 2 will be fixed.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you. And
I will be attending physically, sir. I'll be attending physically.
Sir? I think the network is doing this work. Okay, Mr. Ishmael is asking, he says, is it going to be a whole day program? Yes, sir. It's going to be a whole day workshop. So we're having 3 sections every day. We're having 3 sections every day. So we have 15 sections at the end of the day. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to having you to make the right choices or make the right decision, because the one of the objectives of this section is that by the end of this whole by the end of this session, participants will decide if the program is for them. And please note, whether you attend the program or that you don't attend the program, it doesn't really change anything. Now, like I said earlier, this program is essentially for those who are passionate about human capital. You want to be involved in human capital development, either in training, either in consulting, in coaching, in mentoring, at whatsoever level. You are interested in talent management, talent and knowledge management. You're interested in knowledge transfer, either within your organization or without your organization. And then you are a coach, you are a mentor, you're a head of department, you're a supervisor, you're a HR manager, you're a manager at all, you're a director of learning, you're an administrator, you're a consultant, you're a trainer, you're an educator, then this program is for you. If you're a content developer as well, or you're a curriculum developer, because some of us don't really teach, we don't facilitate, but we develop contents. We develop slides for those who develop people. Okay, so you develop content. If you're a content developer, you should also learn how to develop content that facilitators will use in administering their training. All right. Okay, so at this juncture, thank you so much. Someone asked a question, says, will the certification be for each level? Yes. Certification is for each level. All right. All right, thank you so much, and do have a wonderful day. Please, for those of us, for members, please let's be reminded that our meeting holds by 4 p.m. today, 4 p.m. West African time. If you're in Ghana, that's 3 p.m. Ghana time. If you're outside of Nigeria, that's 4 p.m. West African time. Please, let's make it a time, and please let's ensure to invite all the members, okay? I want to say thank you to everyone that came, to all of our faculty members. Mr. Ikenna, I don't know, he stopped talking. Dr. Joe, Mrs. Ifoma Eze, Mr. Chidike, thank you so much for coming. We sincerely appreciate everyone. So we'll meet again by 4. And to all members present, thank you. For all prospective trainees and members, you are welcome. Thank you, and do have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Ingo, wait.